Good morning to everybody, and now I am here going to solve exercise 17.1. So let us begin from the question number first. We have question number first: in which of the following cases is the direct variation between the given quantity do not carry out any calculation? Okay, so we have the first part. A tap can completely fill a cistern in 3 hours. How much of it can it fill in 1 hour and 30 minutes? Okay, so this is the first part, and in this question we have to ask identify which are in direct proportion. Okay, so and also without carry any calculation. So here we can say here are the cistern, and this cistern is completely filled. Okay, in 3 hours. How much it can fill in 1 hour? Okay, so as we know, if there are the system, if it completely fill in 3 hours, then in 1 hour 30 minutes we fill at some part of it. Okay, so we can observe if time taking less, then we will fill some part of system. So here is a variation, direct variation. Okay, so this is first in direct variation. So now write yes, this is direct variation. And now move to the second part. We have Nina saving was 15,000 when she was 14-year old. What will be her saving when she could be 42-year old? She saved the same amount every month. Okay, so here given Nina saving was 15,000 in age of 40-year-old, and we have to ask what is your saving at 42-year-old. So here in this question there is no direct variation. So now write no. Okay, because here saving was 15,000 in 14 years, and in 42 years this is also the same. So there is no variation. So now write no. In third, curtain cloth was purchased at 110 per meter. How much will 22 meter cost? Okay, so the cost of 1 meter cloth equal to 110. Then it is very clear the 22 meter cloth will be more. Okay, so here the cloth increases. Okay, then their cost also will increase. So this is direct variation. Now that yes, third is direct variation. And fourth, a car runs at a uniform speed. It covers 129 km in 3 hours. How much distance will it cover in 2 hours? So this is very simple. In 3 hours it will cover 29 km. Then 2 hours it will cover less 129 km. Okay, so again we can see the direct variation. So now write yes, this is direct variation, because less distance cover will take less time. a car cover 1 km in 30 minutes. How much distance will it cover in 2 hours? Okay, so we have given in 1 kilometer distance cover in 30 minutes. Then we have to ask in 2 hours how much distance covered. So as we know, when time increases, then distance will be covered more. Okay, so this is again direct proportion. And now move to the sixth part. 10 workers finish the job in 10 days. How much days will be? 20 workers finish the job. Okay, so as we know, when the number of workers increase, then time will be taken less. Okay, so here 10 workers finish the job 10 days, and then 20 workers will finish the same job in less time. Okay, so this is not in direct proportion, because one increases then other be decreases. Okay, one decreases then other be decreases. So this is the first portion of exercise 17.1. Now move to the second question. In this question, we have been asked, in which of the following cases do the quantity vary directly? In all such cases, find the constant variation. Okay, so we have the first part. A is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and B 6, 12, 18, and 30. And now we have to check which is quantity vary directly. Okay, so now to check, so this is written A upon B equal to 1 upon 6. Okay, so by the definition of direct proportion, the ratio each remains constant. Okay, if two quantity are directly proportion or directly variation, then their ratio remains constant. So A upon B equal to 1 upon 6. This is 2 upon 12. This is 3 upon 18. This is 4 upon 24. 5 upon 30. Now we reduce this 2 upon 12. So this is 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, so we will get A equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so this is direct variation, because all ratios should be equal to a constant 1 by 6. Okay, so the value of A by B equal to 1 by 2. This is the second part of question number second. Given 2 by 3, 4 by 6, 8 by 12, 10 by 15, 12 by 18. So we write x by A equal to, this is 2 by 3 equal to 4 by 6 equal to 8 by 12 equal to 10 by 15 equal to 12 by 18. Now express in lowest form, so this will be 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. Okay, so we will find the value of x by ratio, x by y equal to 2 by 3. Now check third part. This is given A by B equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 0.5 equal to 1 by 1 equal to 2 by 2 equal to, this is 2 over 1 by 2 1 by 2, 0.5. After simplification we will get 1 by 1, and 1 by 1 equal to 8, and this is 1, and this is 1, and this is 3 by 2, to the 5 by 2, and again simplify we will get 1 and 4 by 4 1. So basically the value of a by b equal to 1. This is the fourth part. 0.5. Now write x by y equal to 0.5, 0.2, and this is 2.0 by 0.8 equal to 3.25, 1.3 equal to 6.0, 2.4 equal to 8.75, 3.5. And now to reduce in lowest form, so this is, and simplify, so this is 5 by 2, and after division 2 to the 4 and 2 5 the 10, we will get 2.5. And similarly after all the division, okay, all the simplification, means 2.0 upon 0.8, 3.25 upon 1.3, 6.0 upon 2.4, 8.75 upon 3.5, we will get 2.5. So this value of x upon y equal to 2.5. Okay. So this is the answer for part. Now move to the question number 3. In this question has been said that if two given quantity vary directly, find the constant variation and complete the table. So we have the first part, the value of a equal to 1 by 10, and here we have blank 2 blank, and the value of b here blank 8 blank 24 32. So as we know the definition of directly derivation, the ratio of these two quantities remains constant. Okay, so here the ratio a by b remains a constant. So now first write this is a1 a2, and this is b1 b2. Okay, b1 and this is b2, and we need to find the value of a1 a2 and b1 b2. So now we can write here the ratio 1 upon b1 equal to 5 upon a2, and b1 equal to, this is 8 by 5 equal to 5 on the 5, 5 6 are 30. Okay, so this is the value of b1, 1.6, and again we will find value of b2 with the help of 5 upon 8, and second 5 upon 8 equal to 10 upon b2, and this can be written b2 equal to 10 into 8 by 5. This is 5 to the 10. b2 equal to 16. Okay, and a1, the value of a1, this can be found by taking this 5 upon 8 is equal to a1 upon 24, and now simplify, so this is a1 equal to 5 into 24 by 8, 8 3 24. 1 equal to 15. Okay, and next is a2 upon 32. So this will be find again. Find a2. Ratio 5 upon 8 equal to a2 upon 32. And now simplify. So we will get a2 equal to 5 into 32 divided by 8. This is 4 and a2 equal to 5 4 ja 20. So basically the value of a equal to this is 1 5 10 a1 here where we will find 15 and a2 20 and b1 b equal to this is 1.6 comma 8 comma 16 comma 24 32. Okay, so this is the value of a and b. So this is the second part of question number 3. We have table. The value of x 2.5 here, blank 3.68 5.21 blank, and the value of y is 7.5 3.33 blank and 30.33. Okay, so first find the constant variation and complete the table. So suppose this is a x1 and this is a x2, and here this is a y1 and this is a y2. Okay, so now first find x1 with the help of 2.5 upon 7.5 equal to x1. This is a 3.3. Okay, so here the 75 3 is 25 3 is 75 and this is 3 1 is 1.1, and now multiply cross multiply we will get the value of x1 equal to 1.1. Okay, and find the value of x with the help of this and this. So this is 2.5 by 7.5 equal to x2 30.33, and now divide 75 by 7.5 by 2.5, so we will get 3. So this is 1 upon 3 equal to x2, and again the value of x2 equal to x2 equal to 30.33 divided by 3. So this is 1011 value of x2 10.11. And now I will find the value of y1 with the help of this ratio 2.5 upon 7.5 equal to 3.68 by y1. This will be 1 upon 3. This is 368 by y1. And now simplify. So this is 5 3.68 divided by 3. Now divide, so this is 3 into 3, 3 to the 6, 3 to the 6, and again this is 3 to the 6, 1 point. Here this is cross multiplying 3 into 3.68, so we will get 8 is 24, 11.04. This is value of y1, 11.04. Okay, and next I will find the value of y2 with the help of this is 2.7.5, 2.5 plus 1.5 equal to 5.21 by y2, and this is the 1.3 equal to 5.21 by 2, and y2 equal to, now multiply 3 by 5.21, so we will get 3, 6, factor 15, 50.63. Okay. Sorry, yes, 15.63. So this is y2 equal to 50.63. The value of y2. Okay. Now move to the question number 4. A piece of furniture cost rupees 1250.50. How much would 30 piece cost? So now let the cost of 13 piece of furniture be rupee X, and now let me draw an table having 2 row and 3 column. Okay, so this is table having 2 row and 3 column, and in first column write piece of furniture, piece of furniture. Okay, piece of furniture and cost in rupees. So we have given piece of furniture cost 1250.50 is cost, one piece of furniture cost we have 1250.50, and we need to ask the cost of 13 piece of furniture. Okay, this is 13 piece of furniture, and here we let this is X rupee, and now here we can see clearly, here number of piece increases, number of piece of furniture increases, then here cost is also increases, so therefore this is a direct variation. So now we can write 1 upon 12505 equal to 13 by x, and now here we need to find the value of x, so we cross multiply, so this is x equal to 13 into 1 2 5 0.50, and after multiplication we will get 16256.50. Okay, so therefore the cost of 13 piece of furniture is cost of 13 piece of furniture is rupees 16256.5 rupees. This is the answer of this question.